just wanted all the books that went through Books for Africa to be sent to him, and he determines who it is that he wants to give the books to. And my point was that I have requests from specific institutions, like I even mentioned the Bishop's Vision 2020 for having a United Methodist University in Freetown, Sierra Leone, and is in the process of having a theological college. Those were some of the arguments that I used. Thank goodness they ended up going, and that's why Bishop was mentioning that. I kept saying, Bishop, have you collected the books yet? This man is after me, so collect them. We are very thankful that these things are happening. Folks, we only need a small step. God is the one that takes the giant step on our behalf. That's what I found out in my new found love with being a pastor. I was having so many sleepless nights, especially on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays preparing sermons. Safi would wake up at night and say, aren't you sleeping? I said, no, I'm not done with my sermon yet. I struggled so much. You know, when you only visit, you do a pulpit field, it's not so difficult. You choose your passage, you have your message, you deliver. This is different. Every Sunday you have to preach. Oh, that's difficult. That's not easy. Every Sunday. Until when I finally reached a stage wherein I used sermon preparation as devotional time for me personally, that was when it started being a joy. Because I was communing with the Word, with the Holy Spirit, with the Father and the Son. One of the senior pastors told me, he said, well, we have a term for where you have arrived, Mamadou. I said, what's it? He said, you have found your spiritual rhythm. I said, praise the Lord. On that note, thank you for having me. Are there any questions?
Are we to send books now to you? Do you need books to be sent, or are you having problems with that?
Storage at the moment, yes. But we're soon going to overcome that. Well, because we do not yet have a new warehouse.
Right.
Yeah, so that's the problem. The gentleman who has been helping me get a warehouse, a realtor, was contesting for the local mayorship in our town, and I ended up doing a house-to-house campaign for him so that he would win. He's a Republican anyway. That's what I would say.
What are the requirements if a person has a barn or a storage unit on a farm somewhere? What are the requirements that would have to be there? I don't know of such a thing, but I'm asking.
Yes. As long as it would not be infested by either rats or any other insects, as the case may be, and it's dry, because Cedar Rapids does not have a lot of hills and places where you can store things safely, and farmers tend to go as close to the level of the ground as they can get to in their facilities.
And do you buy the boxes? These good. You buy them.
Yes, we buy the boxes.
So then there has to be access for a semi
Exactly.
to pull up.
Yes. In fact, that's where I learned all this terms like a loading bay.
Yes.
You know, that where the semi backs up and you are able to use a pallet jack to swing the pallets into.
Yes.
Yes.
Again, let me use this forum to say thank you for all that you do in terms of reading books for Africa. As you went through your story, I could see myself in your story as a young boy growing up in Moyamba, walking on foot to school with tattered uniforms and all the rest of that. And but for the sake of missionaries, can I say God? Because God used them. Many of us, including myself, would never have been where I am today. And the few of us who may be around this room, of those who have benefited from mission education, we call ourselves really very specially privileged. Because each time I get back home, and I go to my own village and I see my own brothers and sisters and family, some of them much younger than myself, they are much more older physically than I am. For many of them, I'm like 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years older than them, but they look so much older than I do. And that's because of the church. And I have always said this. God could not have done anything better for me than making me a United Methodist.
Praise the Lord.
Each time I look at my own self, I just give God glory for my own personal life and for the United Methodist Church. And what we all are doing is a way of really giving back what God has given us. And I will encourage every one of you, especially Sierra Leoneans. I mean, each time I come, as I was sharing with you, when I see all of these folks around here, I would always say they had no business going to Sierra Leone. They had no business with that. They have no families there. But then God called them to say, that's where I want you to be. They went, they served, and they served with faithfulness and with passion. That's what I want to get out of all of us here, Sierra Leoneans, the passion for our own people to make a difference in their lives. And so I appreciate the good work you do in sending those. Right now we are in the process of adding one more school, the School of Community and Allied Health Sciences. And that passion has come out of our experiences of Ebola in Sierra Leone. Illiteracy is one of those reasons that added to the widespread of Ebola in that country, because our people could not read and write. And so we want to have this school so that we will be training community health workers. You see, the statistics that they gave about Ebola, we may say yes, because that's what we have, but that statistics, the villages, the rural communities where most of the dead took place are not in the statistics. It's only where the road ends. Beyond that, nobody knows about them. And that's why we want to have this school, to really train community health workers who will go up the mountains, down the mountains where vehicles cannot go, who will go across the river. So we are now looking forward to nursing books and theology books. And let me say, meanwhile, while you are still struggling with a wire house, I will volunteer the Rhinos. They are too far away. But just in case any of you have theology books or maybe nursing books, please find a way and send it to them. They will be happy to receive them.
Roger, does anybody want CPR so they can get my heart started again?
Well, thank you very much for what you got.
You've done a pretty good job.
God bless you.
You know, when Melanie was talking about how they would say, you know, this is the last one, this is the last one. And before she knows it, she'll hear Roger on the phone saying, oh yeah, we actually were organizing another one. We just don't know when it will leave. And then I just when Safi, when that happened, Safi looks at me and said, oh. And then I pretend that I don't notice her looking at me. I go to that warehouse, and when she calls on her way home, because the warehouse happens to be located on her way to our house, and I look at the phone, I see her answering, and then I answer, and then I said, and it says, okay. I said, everything is okay. Then it says, okay. I say, I look forward to seeing you. I wouldn't tell her I'm at the warehouse because she doesn't want me to be there because of my cardiac problem. I've had 3 heart attacks and a stroke. And she's afraid that something might happen to me there and nobody would know. But she'd sneak on me and come to the parking lot and see my vehicle and call and say, I know you're in there. You're not picking up your phone. Come open the door for me, please. And I come in, because when it comes to shipping the books, I just want them to be ready when Books for Africa is ready for them. And I don't want her to keep worrying about me. It's like, you are better off dying on a good cause than dying when you have to die anyway.
Oh, yes.
Do you
Oh,
need
yes.
a whole shipping container? Or you had someone else who would take them from Chicago, I believe?
Well, no, it doesn't have to be. Only that, well, evidently, a whole container is a lot cheaper
Yes.
by volume. But then, yeah, we do send, we send as few as 3 or 2 pallets. In fact, now we are down to 2 or 3 pallets per shipment. Because Books for Africa ships about twice a month. The only difficulty is paying the freight from Cedar Rapids to Atlanta, Georgia. When I was working with Quaker Oats, it wasn't a problem. That's my own contribution. But now, it's not so easy. And you guys know what it means by quarter appointment. Well, quarter appointment, with all the insurances, and I don't know how one survives with that, but hey, if you're enjoying what you're doing, just keep doing it. So those are some of the obstacles that we come across, being able to ship them promptly.
And how much does that cost from Cedar Rapids to Atlanta?
From Cedar Rapids to Atlanta, it's about $250 to $300 a pallet.
Yeah.
And then we then contribute towards the clearing and forwarding in Freetown. In other words, we could have some donation for the shipment. Books for Africa sometimes receives donations for that. But from the water key, clearing, Bishop will tell you. Or Roger will tell you what it means to clear something from the key to get it to where you want. There is no constant price, as he said. It varies. It depends on who you find. If you find a Christian there that is not quite as hungry, the price is different.
And to that model, that's why yesterday we are stressing about a barrel shipment with Marsh and Dennis and I, that it's a Sheku is very reliable to us because he complains about what it is. And sometimes what they're doing now is they could randomly go there and say, hey, we want that barrel to check what is inside. All of that is a way for them to make money, you know. And you have thousands of barrels sitting in that container, 40-foot container. How are you going to open them individually, and so, but he has key men out there that take care of that, which is exclusive of what we pay him for the barrels. And then he delivers them. He bought a vehicle in Freetown to deliver them to different addresses. So, and with regards to your books, for I remember you've done a good job, because when you started in 1980, 2008, I drove you to Minneapolis. You and I went to Minneapolis to start this thing with Books for Africa, because they ship by volume in big containers and ships. And we went there and we sat there. We were there for what? I think we came back the very same day.
Yes.
We drove and came back. But you started negotiating with this Books for Africa, and it took up from there. It started having volunteers, and I'm about 45 minutes away from you, so I'm not readily available all the time. You need the help, but you've done a pretty good job, and like Bishop Diabasu was saying, thanks go to all the missionaries that have come through our lives. I grew up with John, Bishop Diabasu, 2 houses away from each other. Yeah, and I was in highest grade in school than him. But we grew up and I knew him. We went to the same school. And today, eating breakfast, we are talking about how we grew up. Every morning, his uncle, he walks miles to take the big pots to the farm and leave them there before he comes and get ready for us to go to school. And after school, he goes to the farm, bring the big pots back and take his uncle's kids to the school, And those all have shaped our lives throughout, growing up, with respect to a whole lot of other missionaries that we have known as kids growing up. The Smallford Marshall, the Applemans. We don't know how to pay you guys, Like he said, you didn't have to go to Africa. Until we came here, we knew that you didn't need to go to Africa. You guys have you've just done, all the missionaries, you guys have done a whole lot for us. It's just like we try to pay back in our little ways, but it's because of you. My folks died when I was very young, and throughout the years, missionaries have paid my school fees. Got uniforms for me, got shoes for me. I went to school. It's just like John was saying, we went to scripture union camps, youth camps, and maybe you probably never knew what you were doing, but it's just like a domino effect now. It's falling down. You helped us. We're helping people, Like I was telling John this morning, each time I go to Freetown, he wants us to meet and have breakfast or sit down with the family. But he doesn't have the time. He's always gone. So I go there, we talk. And he comes here very frequently that I used to know. And he calls me. He said, I'm here, brother, I just want to say hi, I said, well, where are you going? Well, I'm leaving for South Africa, and I said, I said, well, we won't see, So my wife was saying, well, the next time you come here, and we'll get together with Mamadou and Safi, and we'll have something to eat, but it doesn't have the time, So, but we just want to say thanks to you all. I remember when I was a little boy, Laurie Appleman, I used to push him on his bike. His dad was the maintenance guy at Harvard School. And I'm 10 years older than him, and I used to push him for him to start riding his bike, And so the last time they came, that was when we met in Flint, Michigan. And I was telling him, and the mother remembered me, but Laurie was too young, So I said, you don't know what you guys did in my life, it just changed me. And But I feel the impact, they probably don't know. They're just doing the word of God, you know. So, but anyway, I just want to tell you thanks and very much for all that you did in our lives. You know, and we'll do the best we could do to help others, you know, as much as we are able to. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Amadu, you're doing a pretty good job, it just, you and I have talked about the pledges, you know, and it's just like before you leave, you go to Canada, you call me, you say, I'm going to see them and see how they're doing. But we just want to say thanks for all that you've done. Great job. So.
I think that we are about ready to have some lunch.